class. My name is Justin Taylor. You're here at Firestorm Free Running and Acrobatics, and today we are beginning the great, powerful, and glorious Trampoline White Rank Introductory Tutorials. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be going over 10 different primary skills that will help you become an awesome trampolinist. Good stuff, because trampolines are awesome, and personally, my favorite event. I've been doing circus trampoline stuff for a long time, so I'm super excited to show you big tricks like, yay! You guys ready to rock and roll? Let's do it. All right, so first thing about trampolines before you even get into our skill is to understand kind of how a trampoline works. It is a rebounding device. I'm sure most of you have been on like a backyard trampoline at some point in time, or a trampoline park. You may have noticed that when you jump, you can go flying all over the place. Sometimes you have tons of power, sometimes you have no power at all. What's up with that, right? Not cool. So, when we bounce on a trampoline, it is important that we want to stay as close to the center of our trampoline as we can, especially if you're using an Olympic trampoline like this. This thing can launch you up to 20 feet in the air. It's insane. Our ceilings are 19.5 feet, and I can usually hit those within 2 to 3 bounces because I'm heavy and I know what I'm doing. You're gonna have lots of power too, so we want control over power. If we have lots of power but we can't control it, all that's gonna happen is I'm gonna slam into this wall very intensely. Entertaining for you guys, not so much for me. I don't want to be Wile E. Coyote. I feel like anybody under the age of 20 that's like so far back that you guys might not even know who Wile E. Coyote is. But that's okay. You have YouTube. You can find that stuff out. Fantastic. So, we want to stay in the center as much as we can. As we're doing our skills, you will notice there is this red rectangle around this area. This is your safety zone. As you jump all around, if I'm going higher and higher and all of a sudden I notice I'm over here on this line, I want to stop, because if I moved over that far, I can move over that far again. In fact, momentum says that I'll probably go even further that direction, which means then again, I'm gonna slam into that wall. Not something I generally wanna do. So whenever you notice yourself as you're training getting outside of that rectangle or even touching it, kill your power, slow down, come back to the center. Power without control is just slamming yourself into stuff harder. So once we're here, the next most important thing is we have to squeeze our butt cheeks together. Awkward thing to say, right? Like, hey, you know the most important thing? Squeezing them booty cheeks. Here's the reason why. Anybody ever jumped on a trampoline and as you land, you bend your legs? Whoop. All that power from that trampoline just went up through my body. What happens though, unfortunately, is it's occasionally you can turn your knee in. That's really bad. That's gonna be a torn ACL. There's a lot of other things you can do to hurt yourself, but what mostly happens, what is super common, is people land with kind of a loose body like this. I'm popping that booty, I'm down on the dance floor. What happens? All of that comes up to the joint right here and goes right into my spine and wrecks you. So while you're doing this, every time before you land, you wanna squeeze them booty cheeks together and squeeze them abs so your body is in a nice straight line. We want to stack those bones so the bones are taking the momentum as I bounce, not my muscles. So you'll notice I'm getting a little push off of here, but I am tightening before I go. So every time, even right now, I'm barely even bending my legs. I'm using my toes doing this so I can whoop, look at you guys and keeping myself in the center. What I don't want to see is the oh my God, my whole body's all over the place. No good, no good. So what we're gonna start with are pulling those two things together to start with our straight jumps. Gonna stay inside the rectangle, gonna squeeze my booty cheeks, my low abs, trying to keep my chest up. Now when you jump in the air, you may wanna look around, you may even wanna look down. Remember what we talked about before, my chest is up, I'm squeezing tight. If I wanna look down, it's with just my chin, not with my body. If I lean forward like this after a big jump, I'm gonna go flying 8 feet in that direction. Funny for you guys, bad for me. So, squeezing the butt, squeezing the abs, chest up. I'm gonna begin my jumps. You'll notice my feet can be about shoulder width apart. My feet do not need to be together. This becomes exponentially more difficult on a trampoline. Most trampolinists you'll see pull their feet together in the air, feet apart before they hit. This just keeps me a little safer, a little more balanced, and then in the air, keeps me nice and tight. You'll notice here, my goal is consistency. I'm not building any power until I start to feel that control. Now, let's talk about how to build a little power, because our main thing we're gonna be doing here is our big arm swing and straight jump. So when we do this, when we're on the ground over here, you guys have probably seen our parkour white rank curriculum on the floor where we teach you how to do a precision jump. When we do that, we're swinging our arms back and swinging up as we jump. We're gonna do basically the same thing, where we're gonna be doing what are called arm circles. What happens is, as I'm jumping up, my arms are swinging up, and my goal is to get my shoulders to my ears. While I'm in the air, I'm just gonna chill here. My arms are by my side, or up by my ears. As I start to drop down towards the trampoline, I'm gonna let my arms drop down behind, and about right here, at about horizontal, is where I want my hands as my toes hit the trampoline. As the trampoline starts to absorb and sink down into the ground, I'm gonna push those arms and start whipping them up. Now here's the deal. No matter how fast you can swing these arm circles, that trampoline can go boop, boop, much faster than you can do a whole circle. So what's gonna have to happen is, it's not like when we jump off the floor, how we swing our arms as we jump and they finish together. This trampoline is too fast. So you're gonna have to increase the speed of your arm swing. So as I'm bouncing, as the trampoline starts to push me up, I want my arms almost completely done with their swing. So as the trampoline bounces me, there's just that last little bit. If you don't and you try to do them at the same time, you will notice your bounce finishes while your arm swing's only halfway, and then all that happened is you threw all that energy forward and you're gonna go flying forward and land on your face. And as always, I will probably giggle because it's funny. So watch as I go right here. In fact, why don't you guys come around for a side view? You'll get a much better idea of what it's supposed to look like with my arm swing. So as I go, starting with my arms up, and as I come down, you'll see me dropping the arms behind me and bringing the arms through quickly. Whee! You guys can see very quickly how it started building power. I wasn't jumping harder or doing anything. I'm just giving myself that little snap with the arms. You will notice, because there's so much momentum coming from this trampoline, that incredible absorb and then rebound so quickly, and your arms are trying to speed up and catch up to it. They don't want to get left behind. Your arms may bend a little. It's okay to bend a little, but we want at least like 80 to 90% straight. We don't want to see arm circles like this. Kind of funny to watch, no good. So your goal is to get onto a trampoline, be able to stay on the center, chest up, booty tight, abs tight, and bring us these arm circles, 10 of them in a row, each one slowly building power, bringing our feet together in the air. Whee! So we can build power for whatever skills we want. That is the basic intro for our White Rank Parkour curriculum. Staying on the bed, keeping ourselves controlled, and slowly learning how to jump while building power. Tune in next week. We're going to start going over different positions in the air as we jump. Our tuck, our straddle, our splits, and our pikes. I love your beautiful faces. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever things you guys do on YouTube. I love it, and I will see your beautiful faces next Tutorial Tuesday. Bye-bye. Oh, that was so smooth. I'm totally off the camera. Oh, yeah. What?
He said White Rank Parkour.
No! White Rank Trampoline. That's too early in the morning shoots.